In this video, I'm going to try and give you some ideas on how you can use the content library to save yourself some time, but also further personalize your proposals. So the content library is sort of sits between the personalization you do for each proposal and the template. So if you think about it as sort of three layers, so your template is going to have your sort of company info, the very standard bits like, you know, your terms and conditions, your sign off, all of that kind of stuff. Then the content library is more the specific bits that to your products and to your services. So you would say the same thing to quite a few different people, but you don't necessarily know what you would say. So that's kind of a really nice middle ground. Now, a lot of people use that in the templates as well, which is totally cool, but it does give you a little bit of flexibility. And then you've kind of got that last sort of polished layer, which is the personalization you're going to do for each individual client. So that would be things like, you know, selecting the things that you're going to put into the proposal from your content library. It would be writing the introduction, you know, specifically for that client and really sort of hammering on those sort of, you know, the benefits to them of buying your service. So that's a kind of bit of an overarching idea as to where the content library sits in the process. Now, as for using, actually using the content within it, what kinds of things could you save? So case studies are a massive one. You should always be including case studies, but the content library is really, really good for saving a library of these case studies and then simply including the one or two that are super relevant for that particular client. Another thing might be product information. So you might have 5, 6, 7, 8 different services or products. You save each one of those into the content library, and then you could just simply add the ones that are relevant to that particular client in that instance. And the last thing is really just, you can actually just use it as a repository for saving really good stuff that you've written. So if you're working on a kind of unique proposal and you write something that's really cool and you think, actually, this could be quite useful later on, you can just save that. You can just save that and, you know, save it for the future, and then sort of pull it in and amend it as and when you need it. So it's quite an open-ended feature. There's not very specific ways of using the thing. It's very, you know, it's open to interpretation, but hopefully that's given you a little bit of a structure and a little bit of an idea on how you can use it in your business and in your proposals. Enjoy.